Hello, hi, welcome to my channel Brush It Up. Today's video is going to be an art vlog, which is going to contain sketches that I have done, then painting of ceramic roses that I made, and a plein air sketch that I did on a Sunday, then a couple of movie reviews kind of a thing. So yeah, so let's just get into the video and let's get started with the sketch. So this first sketch is simply about architectural monument, a picture that I found on Pinterest. I actually am fascinated by all the tombs, like monuments that are there. So like they have like a spherical structure on the top, like semi-spherical structure on the top. Those monuments just fascinate me, and I like making those sketches of those monuments. Mostly the sketches of such monuments that I've done are from a picture that I have found online, mostly on Pinterest. Pinterest is a really helpful tool for artists, like professional artists or beginner artists or like amateur artists, to find very creative photos online. So yes, I do recommend Pinterest. I mean, everybody already must be knowing Pinterest, but if you don't, and if you like to sketch or like to like photographs or like to create what do you call, reference boards or like mood boards and all of that, Pinterest is your go-to. And other than Pinterest, I feel Etsy, or is Etsy just for buying? I don't know if you find photos there, but if you do find unique things to buy on Etsy as well, but you might not. Just, yeah, I think Etsy is a buying platform. Let's just not get carried away and get back into the video. So yes, this is a sketch that I made. I enjoyed making this. I remember when I was making this sketch, I there was a bit of interval that happened, like a break that happened, because of some personal things, because of which I wasn't able to sketch daily. And you can really see when you the difference in your skill when you sketch daily and when there's a break that happens and you get back to it. It takes some time for you to get back at the skill set you were when you were sketching regularly, and it is a bit smooth. It is not like, you can see in the sketch there is a bit of lines that are going on, and even my frustration when I'm not able to get the drawing down as easily as I am used to of getting it down. But because it's been a while, maybe it was almost a week or so something like that, or maybe 2 or 3 days since I hadn't drawn. And I don't know if this happens with other people who practice their craft, or like, for example, who are into singing or who do sports or something like that. When it gets a while, even if the smallest kind of interval, it does affect your skill level. Like, I know when I work out daily, the kind of struggles that I face during the workout, and when there's been a gap, there's been a break, there's been an interval, the 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 things that you face when you practice that particular craft of yours, especially I think physical craft of yours, I think mental, this thing comes back, but it doesn't come back with the same kind of smoothness or same kind of efficiency that you were kind of used to. Of course, you have to give it some time to you for it, and for you to become as good as you were at it before the break happened. So I think it is very necessary to practice your craft every single day. um Especially, I think, even just for like 10-15 minutes, it really helps. And I try to do that. But and you have to realize that if you like something like scrolling on Instagram, you do manage to scroll on Instagram every single day, right? Even for 15 minutes, I don't think a single day would have passed where, unless until you just block it and like remove it. But other than that, you find 15 minutes or 5 minutes to scroll on Instagram. The same goes for this. You have to practice your craft, the craft that you like and craft that you want to become better at every single day. And like if you are able to dedicate a certain time, like 2 hours or something like that, that's great. Nothing great than that. But that doesn't happen, right? Life gets in the way. That is just how it is. So you then maybe you just make it a habit, like Atomic Habits. That's a very famous book, and I keep quoting that in my YouTube videos. It just says that just uh, attach a new habit to an existing habit. For example, everybody sleeps, right? Everybody gets up, and if you manage to attach something to the first couple of habits that you do after you wake up, for example, you brush your teeth, you have your breakfast, or before going before if you go to bed, then before like whatever you do before your bed, right? If you attach this habit, like you do this habit immediately after you do that habit, like you make it a habit of doing that, like you brush and you do this. So like it now that habit is almost like this habit, you have just extended that habit to another thing, then it is much easier to do that. So that is what I'm trying to do, like attach my habit of sketching to an existing habit that I have. And I will tell you, even that is not easy, but just trying to do it every single day is enough. There will come a day when you will do it, and there will come a day when you are doing it, but there'll come a week when you're doing it every single day, and then there'll come a week when you're not doing it. But you just have to be consistent with wanting to do it, and then you will be consistent with doing it. And consistency is the key, my man, or whoever is watching. Consistency is the key. Like, I think more than talent and everything else, consistency is the thing. I think consistency also keeps you sane. Like it gives you this illusion that you have some control over yourself, over your life. Like you might not have control over the circumstances that you face in your life, but you do have control over how you choose to react to it. Like what do you choose to do with it? And that's it. That's the control that you have. So having habits makes you feel like, okay, fine, no matter what is happening, I am doing with my life what I want to do. And having habits in place just helps you. Like you might have the best intentions, and you might want to do the best things that are there for you, but things is that if you have a habit of doing them, then it's just easier, because making a decision every single day after getting up, like today I want to do this, today that just is very exhausting. Like deciding your day itself is very exhausting. So making a habit of planning your day wisely and all of that, like making a to-do list, just eases you, just reduces that stress. And I don't know, I'm just giving out tips that lately have been practicing, because my past year and this year has been about these things, like getting your life organized in spite of the chaos that is life, like finding peace in the chaotic life of yours, finding some amount of control, like not control exactly, like training yourself to do what is needed to be done in spite of whatever is happening around you. If you want to be good at something, then you have to do it in spite of whatever is happening. If you want to get somewhere and getting there needs something to be done, then that has to be done in spite of the things that are happening around you. And there has been a couple of upheavals that have been happening in my personal life, and having read that book and having these kind of mindsets in mind just helps me. Also, you have to change according to the change that comes into your life. You can't be sticking to a routine if down that routine doesn't work, because there is a massive change that has happened and you need to make the change. So routine is good, change is good, and still making accommodating the routine in that change that has to be done is the best way to do it. And I think everybody sleeps, everybody gets up, like something which is essential, fitting that in those hours is the best thing to do. I think that is what I am trying to do, and if I am able to do it successfully, I'll get back to you. But I have managed to do it more often than I used to. So I think this is working, and not as efficiently as I wanted to work, but it is much better than where I was earlier. Like, I am getting better at planning and organizing. So yes, and this is the sketches that I have been practicing. Both of the sketches, let me tell you, I am not this rough. uh, with sketching. I am pretty good, like the pencil just runs smoothly on the paper, but it's been a rough, like it it stresses me out for me watching this, myself sketching this, because I can see that the pencil's lid is not sufficiently out, and I'm still continuing to struggle with that. And I don't know why I'm not just getting some more lid out to, you know, be sufficiently have a good pencil lid to sketch with. I don't know why. I was just frustrated as to, oh my god, maybe I forgot how to sketch or something like that. I was just nervous while I was doing this, and I think by the third sketch, it has gotten, like, by the time I'm making the sketch, it has gotten a bit better. I can see that it is a bit smoother. But yes, you just have to, like, if you are someone who practices some kind of craft, or is a professional who practices his or her craft daily, or is an amateur person who does something on the side but still manages to do it on like a regular basis, how have you managed to have that habit in your life? Like, what are the tips and tricks that you have applied to have that in your life? Just comment down in the section, and we can just share, and maybe get inspired by each other's tips and tricks, and do that. Maybe try that out. Maybe you can try mine out. Maybe I can try your tips and tricks out. And yes, so yeah, so let's move together to a productive life. And yes, productive, healthy, well balanced work and play life. Okay, work life balance, that's the key. So these are the sketches. I think I'm not that happy, but I think I'm okay. The date down there, you can see it's 19th of July is when I sketched this. This is 23rd of July is when I sketched this. So this thing has been like these I have managed to do over the weeks, and I don't remember what exactly I did in that one particular week, but this is over the weeks, and I wasn't recording all that I was doing. Just a bit difficult to record and sketch, let me tell you this. Like, your sketch does get compromised when you're recording a video, like mine does. And but you have to be okay with it. Like, of course your mind is doing two things instead of one thing, though it will perform a bit less efficiently. And if you want to become good at it, you have to be okay with failing in the beginning. And I'm not saying that I failed, I'm just saying I'm not there where I want to be. And please ignore the painting that is there on the side. It is one of the illustrations that I've found online, and I've just recreated those illustrations. I don't have the name of the artist who made them. Unfortunately, this is the monastery is, however, a photo that I've recreated. The bird is ginormously ugly. Like, my sketch is ugly, the bird is not ugly. The sketch of that bird is ugly, but I like this one. This turned out to be better. and I just wanted to put out the best work that I did, like do the best work while I was shooting the video, and I've tried that multiple times and that is just not happening. So I am like, whatever works I managed to do while recording the video is what I'm going to record and put it out there. Expecting so much perfection can just lead to you not doing the thing. So I'm like, you have to give up on perfection, like doing it. So there's a phrase called done is good enough, like that you have to do it. And this is a outdoor sketch that I managed to do. So there's this community which just meets on Sunday and goes and like decides one spot, meets there and does the sketch. So this is the sketch that we did. This is the spot that was there, and then this is the movie Sayoko. Yeah, it was a great movie. I love the animation. This is the Japanese Ghibli studio, I think, or some other studio. But yeah, the Japanese studio, animation studios works are just magnificent, and they are so realistic. You should watch the movie if you haven't. And I just thought I should include that clip. Now this is the rose, a clay rose that I'm learning to make things out of clay, and decorative things, usable things. And so this is the rose. This is the first rose that I've tried making, and this video does not contain the process of making this because I think I am not that great at for it yet. Again, perfectionism is coming in the way. But yes, I don't think I'm that great at it for you to show the process. But I think painting, I'm just going to show you painting the process of me painting these roses. If you want to see the video or like the process of me making it, I would definitely actually I'm going to make it. Like I'm going to get good at it and going to make a video on it. Until then, if you are interested in watching, there are ample of videos already on YouTube which have the process of making this is air dry roses. How to make air dry roses roses out of air dry clay. You can Google it, you'll find it, and you can make it. It's very easy actually, but like making it perfectly is difficult, but making it to the level of at which I have made is quite easy. And yes, so the colors that I choose are of obviously red tones. One I have gone and chosen like bit of, these are the brushes I'm using to paint it, and I've painted one in a light reddish tone, and one I've painted in I think pinkish tone. Yeah, I don't remember the names. These are the acrylic colors I'm using because acrylics are waterproof colors. I just love when the paint enters the water and creates all those beautiful flowy shapes on the water. I just love them. I wanted to show it to them, that is why I recorded the bit earlier. Yeah, so this is the pink that I chose. Yes, so I love the pink, and I'm going to put some shades in it. Again, the recording while doing it has been I don't know why I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling that there might be a bit of glitch in the video, and all of that might not be recorded because I'm learning how to do this, and I don't know if other YouTubers put their struggles on the camera and in the audio, but I do. I'm putting my struggles. And this pink one, actually, it, of course, when you paint, it gets a bit wet. The clay gets a bit wet, and I think I added more water than that was necessary to the paint while I was painting the pink one, and somehow the pink one's leaves broke while I was painting it. So in the video, when we go ahead in the video, you might not see the leaves of that particular rose because they broke. And I also realized that while making them, I need to make them not that thin. Like I made the leaves and everything quite thin. I need to use like a thick layer of clay to make this, so that they become strong and firm. And you should only use waterproof paints for them. And because the less water that you use while also mixing your paint is what um, just creates a cautionary this thing, so that it doesn't break. Because of course if it gets softer while holding it, some or the other thing is going to be under pressure and it's going to bend, the clay is going to bend and all of that. So the thing that I've learned is use minimal water, use waterproof paints. And I have also later on in the video I have also painted it with a varnish, like an all-purpose varnish, which will also make it more durable. Like if some dust or anything uh, gets settled on while you keep it outside, settled on it while you keep it outside, then you can just, it's easier to maintain the product after. Just paint would like make it difficult to clean if it gets dusty or something like that. So having a varnish also, it provides a good sheen, a shiny surface of it. So I think this is it for this video. This is all that I've managed to do and managed to record. And I think this is all I managed to do in a week. Maybe I do more, but or maybe I do less, but this is all I managed to record while I'm doing it. And if you like such things, or if you like bits of these video and you don't like other bits of this video, just do let me know. I would like to know what you think, and I will try to make it better for you to watch. Okay, so thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Bye.